Yeah, I can't. All right, can you see the baseline over there? All right. Okay, this is my first match commenting, and this is Caden in the green shirt and playing against Neil in the white shirt on the other side. And I just want to go through some of the basics, and most of the stuff we've already talked about this, and I'm not going to go too deep. I'm going to stick with the very basics, the kind of stuff that anybody can assess in about 10 minutes of watching you play tennis, and those are the things we're going to kind of stick to for now. All right, so Caden, the one on the forecourt, the one in green, his strengths are a lot of very good footwork. He's very good at cat and mouse, and he's got very good feel, very good touch, like drop shots and lobs and slices and chips, things like that. He's not bothered much by pace coming right at him, and also he's very patient, so that makes him very dangerous. Those are his positives. Negatives is basically the opposite of that. People that are good at all those things tend to just keep the ball in play and wait for you to make a mistake. So you kind of have to force him to make the mistakes, because he's not just going to make mistakes. And when you hit a hard shot, you have to hit it away from him, because his movement side to side is okay. His movement back and forth is a little bit suspect. So see if you can incorporate that in your strategy. All right, Neil, strength, as you can see already, very good fast forehand, topspin, and backhand topspin. And like most people that hit the ball really hard, it is very easy to make mistakes as well. So he's a little inconsistent, just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit inconsistent. So if I haven't really watched this match yet, but I'm just suspecting, if he goes about 70-80% of his normal shot, that's what he needs. He does not need more than that. He should be able to win this match very easy, because Caden does not really hit winners. He waits for you to make mistakes, and he kind of moves you around a little bit. So let's see this next shot. Serve. That's a little too hard. That was a great shot. He hit a winner there, but that was putting a Ferrari engine in a lawnmower. It does the job, but it's more than you need. All right, so Caden needs to hit a better serve on that one. Otherwise, Neil is going to keep attacking. But the question is, can Neil sustain that forehand? And that's the key. That forehand that he just hit, Caden just gifted him a double fault, giving him a point there. That forehand Neil just hit the last shot. It's very difficult to sustain that. So let's see if we can find a good rhythm. That's, again, a very good forehand, but more than you need. As you can see, Caden did not even move. So if you lower that pace a little bit, then you'll be able to sustain that throughout the whole match. Let's see if Caden is bothered by that. So far, he doesn't look that bothered. I like the stepping in. Wow. Ooh. Suspect. But anyway, those are the kind of shots I'm talking about. You did not need to hit that hard, Neil. That was too hard. That was too aggressive. Now, how aggressive you are and your strategy is primarily, again, very aggressive there. Good footwork. Oh, I like that going around. But that's right in the middle. Middle of the court is not going to bother Caden at all. You got to move him around a little. Again, that's too hard right down the middle. Still, everything is way too much in the middle. Oh. Now, that's the kind of game that Caden wants, because he's not bothered by pace, and that's kind of what I was alluding to earlier. He is not bothered by pace at all, so you actually have to hit the ball away from him. If you could slow it down and hit it away from him, I like that. If that was a little bit closer to the lines. Okay, that was beautiful. Forced a short ball. Very good shot, very good shot. Okay, and that was game point 2. That's pretty impressive. Now, I don't know if the music is playing in the background. Well, I had to turn the sound of the video off because it was a windy day and it was very noisy. Okay, let's see with the serve. Let's see if we can get a high percentage of first serves in. But okay, that's good. Come on, Caden. You got to get that second serve in play. Gotta get that second serve in play. So the advantage of a very aggressive second serve is when it goes in, you obviously win the point. And the disadvantage is very clear. It's also very easy to miss the serve. But that was a good point. All right. Let's see. Second serve. Ouch. Kind of what I was talking about. That's the only problem, being very aggressive. And I know, you know, in practice, you gotta have that. Like, that was very good. That was very good pace. And here's how you kind of look at how aggressive you need to be with the serve. If you hit your mediocre serve, your most consistent, your average serve, and the ball comes back neutral, then you're fine. And Caden is not attacking that. Okay, I like that pace. I like that pace. That was absolutely perfect. In this very situation, you did not need to hit harder than that. And that kind of forehand pace looks like you could sustain that the entire match. All right, come on, Caden. You gotta attack that. Okay, that's a very good pace. Okay, beautiful, beautiful shot. Good point. That's a very good 1-2 punch there. Now, the way Neil is playing looks like he's playing against somebody who's 2 levels above him. And let's see how long he can sustain that. Oh, and then another double fault. Okay, that's 2 double faults in one game. It's tough to win a game if you're giving away 2 points. Okay, let's see what happens next. I think the score right now is 30-all. Good return, come back neutral. Oh, do not get into that cat and mouse game. That's exactly what Caden wants. That's beautiful, Caden. Way to keep the ball in play. Caden is in green, by the way, and Neil is the closest to the screen. Okay, move the ball. Good man. Good second serve. That's a good second serve. All right. That's good. Okay. Oh, that's just too good. It's beautiful lob. Caden does this very well. He did not take any risks. It does not take risks, and in that particular point, he did not take any risk. He hit everything right in the middle. Even the lob wasn't close to the baseline, so that's a very conservative lob. So that was very good play on Caden. So this is one of the things Caden does very well. He's very patient. And when you play against somebody who's patient, they're not going to be hitting winners all over the place. So you need to be patient as well. But you cannot engage in a cat and mouse game. He's very good at that. Okay, that's good. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Caden's specialty right there. So when you get a chance in that case, and that was game point, you had to take it. You had to take it. You cannot just get it back. Not the best mover, Caden is, but he makes up for it with great anticipation, which could explain why he's not a good mover, because it doesn't need to be, because he sees the ball coming way before you hit it. So I don't know which comes first. You know, maybe he's not a good mover because he doesn't need to be. So it's up to you guys to put the pressure on him, to make him move. He struggles moving forward a little bit. So you guys see if you can find a way to capitalize on that. So hitting the ball hard and deep, like, just plays right into his sweet spot, especially if it's going right down the middle of the court. Back again, second serve. Let's see if Neil can make him move. Okay, that's good. That's really good. That's really good. Or even if you can take pace off that just a little bit, enough to be able to do that 9 out of 10 times, that's good enough to win the match, I think. Because when you're winning the point, you're winning it outright. Like, again, back to the Ferrari engine in a lawnmower analogy. You know, it's great, but it's a little bit more than you need. Okay, then come on, take your time. It's a horrible second serve. Don't give away points like that. Looks like he's talking to somebody there. Focus. I apologize on how tilted the camera is because of the wind. I think the wind must have moved it. Alright, here we go. Yep, it's definitely windy. Okay. Almost. So this is the key, I think. It might sound like I'm 4-0 in this match, but I already know the result of this match, and it looks like, actually, if you watch this match, it'd be pretty apparent to see who's gonna win. But take your time. The ball is still in position. Yeah, you're gonna get killed with that. That was, yeah, you gotta take your time, bud. You gotta take your time. So right now, Caden, that plays perfectly into Neil's hands. Neil likes a fast pace, and when you rush things, you're playing right in his hand. So you gotta look at every player has preferences, and they're within reason without being unsportsmanlike. You gotta make sure you play not into your player's hands. You know, if your player likes fast pace, like get a ball and hustle to the net, you know, then slow it down a little bit, you know, without being unsportsmanlike. And vice versa, if somebody likes it really slow, then speed it up a little bit if it does not affect your game. So in this one, it's very clear. Neil, he gets a ball, quickly rushes to the net. That's, oh, maybe not. He's taking his time. All right, good man. Okay. It's a good serve. Almost. I think that was a little bit of footwork on that one. Okay. We've only been in this for 15 minutes. I'm not gonna comment the whole hour and I don't know, I can't remember how long this is. I think it's about an hour 20 minutes. I'm probably just gonna comment the first. Oh, good ball right on the line. All right, I'm probably just gonna comment the first set. Let's see if I can tell what the score is. Okay. Now, for those that are watching this match in the program, CC, Anna Catherine, Hannah, Jonathan, Tyler, I want you to try to push these guys. So I'm going to give you tips how to beat them. And if you put the pressure on, them, then it actually raises their game as well. Because I feel Neil plays, not Neil, Caden plays very passive because a lot of the people he plays against make too many errors, so he doesn't have to do anything. But that's not really improving his game. So if you kind of challenge him, that improves his game. So it might sound like I'm coaching against Caden, but I'm actually coaching Caden in this case. All right. Ooh, that's a little, you gotta be balanced, bud. Again. All right. Oh, don't get into that cat and mouse. Don't get into that cat and mouse. So that's right in the middle of the court. Now, that forehand, that passing shot, I would have slowed it down a little bit and just hit it side to side a little bit. Because I think we've established already that Caden does not get bothered by pace. Unless you hit the ball twice as hard as you're hitting it right now, which you absolutely do not need to be hitting it. Your fastest your normal fast pace is not really bothering that much unless it's a little bit to the side. So I would not try to overpower him. I would move him around a little bit. It's right down the middle. Gotta hit those away to the sides. Yep. Because Caden doesn't hit the ball that hard, he can hit 2, 3, 4 more balls in the court more than his opponent, which is what's happening right now. And it seems to be working because he's forcing Neil to hit all the areas. And that was game point 2, so that was good. I think right now, if we look at the stats, Caden has only hit, has he hit a winner yet? Can't remember. I don't think he has. I think he's just been getting the ball back in play, and oh, there was that volley winner. Yeah, that volley drop shot. But other than that, I don't think he's hit that many. Oh yeah, I guess you can always just play this video back. But so far it seems to be Neil making the mistakes, and Caden just getting the ball back, and he seems to be very calm when he misses the shot. He's not panicking, and he's kind of staying in the point. Okay, let's see what happens here. Slow it down, Neil. Slow it down. That's way too aggressive, but it's way too aggressive. You need to find a pace you can slow it down and keep 3 balls in the court. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. All right, that was good. That was 3 balls, and Caden did not overhit the ball, but he just moved the ball around. Those 3 balls you hit, those were good, but those were right down the middle. I would rather start like that. That pace was really, really good. And then next thing is start moving the ball around. And obviously Caden is very comfortable because he's doing trick shots in the middle of a match. Too fast, and you missed it. Okay. I sound like a broken record right now, but I'm actually doing this on purpose, so I just focus on one thing and not be all over the place. Great shot. Great shot. Think of it this way. If that ball was, here's my question. Every strategy, whether it's doubles or singles, it's based on what level your opponent is. And you have to determine very quickly, is your opponent same level as you, or better than you, or weaker than you? And then are they one level above you or two levels above you? And same thing with weakness. Are they one level below you or two levels below you? Right now, if I ask Neil, I'm guessing his answer, based on the way he's playing, he'll probably say Caden is 2 or 3 levels above him. And the actual fact is they are same level / Neil is a better player, like stroke wise. But when you're overly aggressive, you're going to make tons of errors. And when you hit winners, it's absolutely amazing. But it's too many errors. It's too many errors. And at the end of the day, Caden wins that game. But the better ball striker is Neil right now. But Neil is making the mistakes. So it's like, who's the better player? At the end of the day, it's the person that wins the match. Okay, let's see. Caden's got a great strategy. I like that strategy. Nothing fancy, just get it back. Ooh, was that double bounce? Hold on, can I play this back? Actually, I can. I don't know if it'll go too far back. I'm gonna leave it like that. Guess you just have to rewind it once you're playing. Okay. Almost. So far, Caden is not hitting winners on the serves, so you don't need an aggressive, great second serve. Now, here's the thing. If you'd made that shot, do you think Caden was going to get to that ball? Absolutely. He saw that way before you hit it. So stick with your natural swing, which is generate some pace. Great serve, great defensive return. Ooh, I would go for a regular volley on that. That's good anticipation there, Caden. I would not do touch volley. You basically got Neil. You're a very good power player, and without hitting that too hard, I would stick with the power plays. And this is where it sounds like I'm contradicting myself. But we gotta find that middle. Not too fast, and definitely do not engage in a cat and mouse against a player like Caden. His anticipation is outstanding. All right. I don't know if Caden is doing this on purpose, but his strategy is sound, and he's sticking to his strategy. He's not even attacking anything. He's just getting the ball back, and then he's a little aggressive after 2-3 shots, which is perfect. Yeah. Let's see. That's the first time. I don't know if it's the commentators, what do they call it? Commentator's curse. The first time I say he's not attacking anything, it's the first time it looks like he's trying to go for the angle, and he misses it. Two in a row. Definitely the commentator's curse on that one, because he has not been missing returns. All right, let's see if Neil can capitalize on this. All right, it's back to hitting it in the middle again. And another one. Oof. Let's go, Neil. Your opponent just missed 2 easy shots. Make him play. Did not let him out of that. Don't give him a free pass that quickly. Make him earn it. Okay, I like that. Back to his strategy, right back in the middle. All right, make him play. I like that coming up to the net, Caden. That is good. You gotta run through those low volleys though. But that was a tough volley, so credit to Neil. There's nothing you could have done with that. All right, back to it right down the middle again. Neil, gotta be patient, bud. Your opponent is not really doing anything. He's literally just waiting for you to make a mistake. All right. Very, very well played there, Caden. And oh, that was game point. And I guess you can say that's conservatively aggressive, because he went very close to the lines, but he did not hit it with pace at all, which means he can control it a little bit better. That was very well done. And that was perfect timing for that. All right, let's see if Neil can recover from this. Let's see if Neil can recover from this. Now, one of the biggest things on this, so far nobody's taking advantage of their serve, or the other person taking advantage of a weaker serve and attacking the second serves. So the next level up, we have to improve the serve and return game. Right now it is very, very passive, but again, if your opponent is not attacking your serves, you don't need a big serve. Alright, let's see what happens if Caden just gets the ball in. Is Neil attacking the second serve? Answer is, I think he's being overly aggressive. Yep. Oh, he got it in. He got lucky. Alright, that works. That works. Now, that swing is perfect if your opponent is 2 or 3 levels above you. But Caden is only same level as you and maybe half a level above you, in the sense that he's keeping more balls in the court and is winning more points. Oh, don't get into the kid mouse. Yeah, I would not do that. Okay. I don't need to talk that much anymore because some of these points are very apparent now what's happening. Why would you do that? Why? Why are you changing your strategy? Caden, I mean, what you've been doing so far is absolutely perfect. Don't change your strategy. Don't change anything. All right. Yeah, just stay back and stay with your strategy. Oh, almost. I like that strategy. I know you won't miss that shot again, but that's basically your strategy. If your opponent is making a lot of errors, you don't need to be aggressive at all. Going to the net is being overly aggressive. Just hang back for now. Now, if you're trying to improve your game, that's a different thing, but not in the middle of a match. You can work on that during drills, not in the middle of a match. Like this is a ranking match, so Difference between practice to perform and practice to improve. When you're playing a match, you're only doing what you already can do comfortably. You're not trying to learn anything else. You're not trying to improve in the middle of a match, other than just focus on what you're already good at and see if it can win you a match, and focus on that and learn how to win, practice how to win. And then at drills, when you're playing points, then you can practice to improve certain things. So, okay, I like that shot. Okay, ooh, good volley. Oh, that was good volley. That was good volley. Very good control there, Caden. You did not need anything fancy, and that's one of the things Caden does very well. Most of the other players, they would have tried to hit an amazing volley win on that. And Caden just got it back and then waited for you to make the mistake. And that is why currently he's the #1 player in his age group, in this group. So that was very well done. That was a very good example of sticking to your strategy. Oh, you ended up winning that game. All right, good. All right, let's see how Neil responds. That could be the first set. Not sure. No, stop doing that, dude. You're in the middle of a match. Okay, let's see. All right, that's about 30 minutes into this commentary. And it's just rinse and repeat right now. So everything we've talked about, yeah, it's still the same kind of thing happening. Nothing is going to change. So for this kind of match to turn around, either Caden has to change his strategy and then he's got more chance of losing, or Neil has to. So in this case, right now, Caden doesn't need to do anything different. Neil is the one that needs to make an adjustment. And Neil needs to slow it down a little bit. That did not. Oh, Caden mouse again. All right. Why didn't you hit a passing shot on that one? Why are you trying to lob somebody that's so far back and cross court? Oh, like both sides were open. Anyway, that's fine. Let's see if he recovers very quickly. That was a tough volley, though. That was a tough volley. I mean, I don't know if Caden did that on purpose, but he kept the ball really low. That's a tough volley. But the thought process on that was trying to hit a touch volley. That's not your natural swing. That's not your natural shot. And Caden was already at the net before that ball hit the net anyway. So even if it went over, it wasn't going to work. Good serve, good return. Okay, Caden, need to stop with the lobs. How many lobs have you missed so far? I think 4 shots. Just pick a shot, cross court or down the line passing shot. Make the ball bounce in the middle of the service box. You have the topspin, use it. You gotta use that shot. If you're not good at it, grab a ball machine and hit tons of balls. Oh, I like that pace. That was much better though. That was much better. You did not go for too much with that one. That pace, you will be able to sustain that. That's a sustainable pace. You did not look like you're swinging out of your shoes. Now, this is one of the harder things to try to explain over the video, but we need more racketed speed. without without too much body involvement. So it's more forearm and less hip and shoulder rotation, if that makes any sense. All right, I think Neil, we've worked on this before, so I think you know what I'm talking about. So keep your body as quiet as possible. Just get a little bit more. That's too much body involved. What point? You want the point? All right. If you cannot do it 4 out of 5 times, I wouldn't use it in a match. Okay, so you want the first point. Let's see if we can string enough points together to win another game. Okay. Ooh, that looked in. Did he call it out? Okay. I don't know if the audio is loud enough here. Okay, should be loud 30 right now. That looked in. Judging on Neil's body language, oh, I can tell. I guess that's a good thing. All right, second serve, bud. Okay. Just a little bit of experience, match experience, that's all. That one, you slowed it way too much. Okay, second serve. I'm guessing the score is 15-30 by now. Okay, good time. Okay, all right. Good point. All right, so the score should be 15-40 now. So, if your natural speed in practice, like ball machine or basket feeding or just drills, if you hit the ball at 100%, when you play a match, you should be at about 70%. And when you want to be aggressive with the pace, you can go 80%. But at no time should you feel the need to hit the ball at 100%. So that was, looked like that was like 90, over 90%. Whereas 80% would have been more than enough. 70% would have been good. Come on, Neil. Whoa, is that game? So I guess Caden called the other one out then. All right, Neil, this is a kind of game you should have won. And kind of rattle your opponent a little bit. Okay, I see you. Good touch there, beautiful touch. That was a tough volley. That's an incredibly difficult ball. I make 1 out of 5 of those shots. That's a very difficult ball. Well done, Neil. Well done, Neil. Okay. Ooh, get there. Good man. All right, good hustle. That's a great hustle point. Caden, you should not miss that shot. But credit for Neil for getting to the ball and putting that pressure on. Okay. I like that. He's taking his time. A little bit of footwork. Interesting how we ran around to hit a backhand. I think it would have been easier to run around and hit a forehand. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. because that was not a drop shot. That was just a chip. There's a huge difference between a drop shot and a chip. And that was a very, very high percentage shot. Looks like you could have done that 9 out of 10 times. I like that play a lot. And Caden didn't read that very well because you disguised it very well. So, well played. Good, Caden. Stick with that strategy. Good. Perfect. Perfect. I mean, Caden's strategy is perfect right now. Like, I don't even need to say anything because he's staying very consistent with his strategy. And he's not deviating from it. So, very well done. Just keep the ball in play right now until your opponent plays differently. Oh, don't do that drop shot. Hold on. Did he call that out? Was that out? Yeah, I don't like that drop shot play. Caden, that's more risk than you need. Based on what's happening right now, in the next 10 minutes, if Neil changes the way he's playing, you did not need to do that. Okay, there you go. Just right back in the middle. That one was out. That one was out. And that's my point. That shot you could have hit 19 out of 20. And Neil is missing it, so just stick with that for now. No, what are you doing? Well, part of it could be boredom, I guess, but we cannot afford to be doing things like that. What is with that slice? That is a horrible slice. If you're gonna slice it, go through it. Don't just block it. Okay, what's with that slice? Dude, that slice is killing you. You've lost 3 points in a row with that slice. Come on, Caden. You know better than that. Match play is tricky because it challenges a lot of things. It challenges the physical side of things, which right now neither one of them are being challenged physically. It challenges mentally, your mental toughness. And Caden, I guess, is a little bored, I guess, because he's winning or whatever. That's why he seems to be doing trick shots and talking to somebody apparently right now. And I don't know what he's yelling, but he's not focused, so he's got to focus. He's got to focus. The last game he just lost, that was lack of focus. And that serve is going to get him killed, but I guess he's winning right now, so there's no need for him to improve that serve. But that serve is way too weak. All right. Let's go, Neil. Make him play, bud. He's not doing anything fancy. He's not doing anything special. Just keep the ball in play, wait for your chance, move the ball around a little bit. Okay, I think that was the first set. All right, we got to work on that serve, bud. Higher toss. We got to work on that serve. That serve is going to get you killed in tournaments. That serve is way too slow. And right now, it's fine. You don't need a bigger serve, but eventually we need a higher toss and we need a longer pause at the top so we can start getting the legs involved. Down, absolutely no legs. Defense. Okay. All right, so I'm about to shut this down. We're 45 minutes into it to kind of summarize everything I've been saying. And what I'll say the next 15 minutes, very, very simple. Caden is a cat and mouse player, meaning he doesn't have pace, very patient. He's gonna wait for you to make the mistakes. Neil is an aggressive player, great forehand, great backhand, but right now doing a little bit too much, and as a result making a lot of errors, which is falling perfectly into Caden's plan. So it's just a matter of Neil slowing it down a little bit and make Caden do something different. Okay. So Neil has got no problem winning 1 or 2 points in the game. He's doing that consistently. But unfortunately, you need 4 points to win a game. So 2 or 3 is not really going to cut it. So it was out. Ooh, right on the line, you lucky sausage. Just get it back. Don't be aggressive. Okay, that was good. Now step in. Hit slightly to the sides. Oh, smack in the middle. Okay, that's aggressive. Now get ready, short ball. All right, that was absolutely perfect. You did not hit that too hard, Neil. That was absolutely perfect. That looked like that was 65 to 70%. And it wasn't that close to the line, so that was just absolutely perfect. Wasn't too aggressive, wasn't too passive, and that's what we need. And oh, that was game point 2. That was crucial. So your strategy obviously depends on what the score is as well, because you know your opponent is not going to be overly aggressive, so which means you need to be a little bit more patient on big points. So if you normally like to finish points in 3 shots, on big points, be prepared to hit 5 shots. And take your time. Okay, Caden is very consistent with his game plan. I like it. He is so safe, nothing away from the middle. Okay, now Neil, you need to hit the ball to the sides. There we go, and make it move. Ooh, almost just out. But that's all right. That's all right play. I like that point. I'm just gonna make it though, but I like that point. Caden, so far you're doing perfect. Just keep the ball in the court. He's self-destructing, so you don't need to do anything. And Neil, make him hit 2-3 balls. He's not doing anything aggressive, so move the ball around. All right. No, that's too much in the middle of the court. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Just got lucky there. Caden, stop the lobs, dude. Hit a passing shot. Like literally, you've lost almost every point you've done that. And the court is wide open for a passing shot. Gotta hit a passing shot. The lob is a much higher risk shot. You don't need that. It's a higher risk shot. Passing shot will be the highest percentage shot. Oh, Neil, that's a little too hard. Got a little lucky there. Just a little. You lucky sausage. Now, Caden is doing very well and disguising his footwork. That's a little bit suspect, but I guess if you're not being challenged, it's not going to be exposed that much. Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job. Do not let your opponents know your weakness. But at the same time, we got to work on it just in case somebody else picks up on it. Okay, right down the middle. Good strategy. Ooh, right on the line. Take your time. Oh, no. Oh. Kaden, why are you trying to lob? You got so lucky. You hit that on the line. Oh, that was such a good point all around, though. That was such a good point. That was such a good point. Okay, good. I know exactly what we need to work on, Neil. Oh, I love that. That volley was perfect. That volley was perfect. You did not overhit it, and you just went for depth. That was absolutely perfect. Kaden was anticipating a short ball. He started running forward. That's why that worked out perfectly. But that's good. That's exactly how you need to hit those volleys. Do not do the drop volleys. They're not your natural shot. And that was game point. All right. After this game, I will turn off the commentary and let you watch the rest of the match without the commentary, because I've pretty much been saying the same thing the last 30 minutes. And unless one of these guys changes their strategy, you can kind of tell what's going to happen here. So Neil has to change his strategy, and Kaden, if Neil does not change his play, you don't need to do anything different. That was a tough one. That was a good serve, well placed, really wide. Okay, oh, I love that return. Oh, beautiful. No way! How did Kaden win that point? How did that happen, Neil? That was so very well played. Kaden, that was beautiful. That was great defense. That was great defense. I mean, Neil, you did everything you're supposed to do. Down the line, you didn't need anything fancy with a volley. And Kaden came up with a great defensive shot. Whoa, move the ball. There's no way you're going to run forward with the ball there. You got lucky. Got to move the ball, bud. All right, see if I can type in the CDDSS method on the screen. Your checklist, if you lose in a match, CDDSS. And right now, Neil, I hate to say it, but we haven't gone past the first checklist. The 5 of them, we haven't gone past the first one. And the one thing seemingly you seem to be focused on is the one thing that's at the very end of the list. If you lose in a match, you have a checklist. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you still lose in a match, then you go to 5, and that seems to be the one thing you're focused on. And that could be the reason why there's so many errors. Gotta be consistent. That's a great serve motion. There is that slice. We can't do that slice, Kaden. But that was a very good serve motion. That was a very good serve. Good second serve. Like that. All right. Yeah, he's thinking about it. Go move it. Go and move the ball. Okay. You are obviously thinking about that ball. There is no way you're going to play that point. And subconsciously, you are playing away from that ball, which is why you went to the net when you don't normally go to the net. And Neil, you gotta move the ball, bud. I know if I stop you and I ask you and I say that ball, did that ball bother you? You obviously say no, but clearly that ball bothered you. And the way you played was just subconsciously avoiding stepping on that ball. You gotta move the ball. Wow, that's 3 net costs right now in this match. Okay then, hit a forehand volley. Yeah, what was that, dude? Just a couple of shuffle steps to your left and you'll comfortably hit a volley to the open court. It's just out. Yeah. Don't need hip rotation on that. Don't need that much shoulder rotation either. Because that's the kind of shot you hit at about 60%. Gotta keep your lower body super quiet on that shot. Good second serve. Take your time. Oh, too much body rotation. Stay balanced, bud. Okay, good slice. I like that. Oh, watch the drop shot. Watch the spin on that. Don't play cat and mouse. Was that in or out? I guess that was in. Alright. I don't know if you're doing it on purpose, Neil, but do not get into a cat and mouse. Stick to your strength. You're a power player, and when I say power player, I don't mean 100 or 90%. 70% is good enough. Your 70% is most people's 90%. Work that time. You work that time. Now, so I kind of get it, because occasionally you're hitting those fast balls and you're winning the point. So, you know, common sense would say, hey, that's what I need to do to win the match. But no, it's not. No, it's not. That leaf out of the way. Just wait till that move. Okay, there you go. That leaf is going to be bothering him again. I like that slice. I like that slice a lot. Okay, I like this point. Oh, just barely. Okay. That's a good point. That's a good point. I want to see more points like that. Oh, nice. Nice. Now, rewind this play and look at how that forehand was. There was no hip rotation. The lower body was very quiet, and that was like 65% max, and that's all you need. Let's see if we can do it again. Okay. And just putting enough points like that together, you win the game. And that's really what this game is about. All right, it's been over an hour, and I will let you guys finish the match. I gotta go to bed and watch the rest of the match, and then tell me if anything else changes. But I don't know. I don't see anything changing right now. Caden's strategy seems to be solid, and Neil is not making adjustments. And it looks like Neil feels the need to hit the ball really hard because Caden tends to get a few balls back. But he's only doing that with the balls that are coming right to him. Any ball that Caden moves 2-3 steps, he's kind of struggling. So I would not try to hit harder. I'll try to hit away from him. I'll move it around a little bit. Okay, perfect. So even that, a little bit slower would have worked just perfectly. A little bit slower means you can sustain it. You can hit a lot more balls like that in the court. That's also very good. Hit another one in that. No, don't get it to that. All right, Caden, I actually do like that play. I do like that play. You didn't try to do the lob, and you went for your shot. That was actually pretty good. I like that shot because you can get your rhythm and you can start making those shots. I don't have a problem with that at all. Okay, move the ball. Jeez, both of them. The kids. It's too hard right in the middle. Does absolutely nothing to him. Another one in the middle. Wow. Don't know what to say on that one. So going to the net so far has been putting Caden a little bit under stress, and he's messed up on a few shots, but that still will be too aggressive. That strategy will be way too aggressive. That backhand was really fast, and you won the point. So in a way, that's almost like a kiss of death, because you're being rewarded for lack of a better word, or just for this purpose, you're being rewarded for the wrong strategy, which makes you feel like you need to keep doing that, but you don't need to. And I'm waiting for some more examples of you playing at 60-70%. That's very consistent serve. You didn't go too much on that. I like that serve a lot. This is what I'm kind of talking about. You do not need to be hitting the ball that hard. Just hit it into the open. It's too fast. You don't need that. 60% would have just made him move. And then the next one. All right. So looking at the two players, I don't know if you can tell who is the better athlete. You know, who covers the court better, who do you think can last longer in a rally? You know, and then kind of factor that into the strategy. Okay, I like that very high percentage serve. And then keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Nothing fancy, don't do the slice. No. Yeah, I would not do the slice, but I would do topspin on that one, definitely. If you do a slice, you gotta follow through and completely execute and not just chip it. Like you gotta actually go through it and stay completely sideways and do the proper slice. So I like that forehand. I love that forehand. I love that forehand. Again, your body did not spin. It was just perfect. Wasn't too close to the sidelines. Great forehand. All right. One more time. Just go back to that. repeatable second serve. Yep. Again, how do you judge how good your serve is? Based on how your opponent is returning it. If your opponent is not attacking your serve, there is absolutely no need to take any risk and risk a double fault in the match. If you want to practice your serve, you do it at practice, not in the middle of a match. Get a bucket of balls and hit 200-300 serves, but not in the middle of a match. Oh, that's good. Oh, he hit another lob.
Yeah. Go.
Okay, so it's points like that that makes Caden feel like he's got to keep hitting lobs. So far, I think you've made 2 lob winners and missed about 5. So I would still definitely work on passing shots, dude. I don't like that slice. Oh, you returned it with another right in the middle. Okay, okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Risk versus reward. One of the few times you needed to hit that really hard. So that was good. Good serve, nothing too fancy. Good. Okay, that slice is getting you killed, dude. That slice is getting you killed. Good anticipation there, Caden. Great anticipation. I said I was gonna stop at 1 minute. It's been 1 hour, 8 minutes now. I said I was gonna stop it after 1 hour. But it's starting to get exciting. Oh, you went a little off balance. Okay, Caden, you got super lucky there. There's no way Neil's gonna miss that overhead again. Caden, we gotta stop the lobs. Hit a passing shot. You're not gonna get away with that with too many people. That is not gonna cut it. You gotta work on your passing shots. Not bad, not bad. I think, Neil, you can see enough examples when you're winning the points and you're not swinging out of your shoes. This was one of them. And I was surprised Caden kind of swung at that one. He normally does a great job blocking it. Let's slice again. I don't like that slice. Here comes another lob. And he missed it. Caden, we gotta get rid of those 2 shots. That slice and that lob. Passing shot. Get a regular passing shot. Do not try to win the point with the lob. Okay. I like that. Not too much in that. No, that's a little bit more than you needed. Alright, alright. Very well disguised. I definitely would have gone to the other side as well. That is a very difficult volley. Down the line volley, our game point. Beast mode. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was a good game. That was a good game. Game point on that one. That was very risky and alright. Got away with it. Well, I guess I might as well finish this 2 sets. It looks like I can't remember, but I know they split sets, but I do not have the 3rd set on this video because it was not as exciting. But this is, the purpose is for training, and we have enough examples to see what we need to do. So far, Caden has won a lot of points, but there's also a lot of things that it needs to be working on. Neil, there's been plenty of examples of you doing the right things and a few times when you're doing the wrong thing and it's getting you killed, bud. And it's the same thing. Overly aggressive. If you want to work on your game, get a ball machine and hit at heart's content and hit 110% if you like. But when you play a match, it's got to be 80%. Like that was perfect. That was perfect tempo and rhythm. Okay, that's good tempo and rhythm. You're not swinging too hard. That's good anticipation. Absolutely perfect. Exactly what I'm talking about. That's a very good example. Just after I said that, you did not swing out of your shoes at all in that point. And you exposed one of Caden's weakness. He has a hard time going forward. Caden, we gotta work on that, but work on going forward. Good pace again. All right. Caden's starting to get a little bit annoyed. Caden, we gotta work on that body language. Now, this is what's interesting with most players. I don't know if you can see the step in Neil, and that's because Caden is visibly showing frustration, and that's just pumping Neil up. Oh, almost. And he's still got a little bit pep in his step. Neil does. So Caden, do not let your opponent see that you're getting a little frustrated. That only works against you. No, Neil, he's gone back to swinging out of his shoes again. Neil, you kind of have him in a corner, bud. Just get back to the way you played the last 3 points. 2 in this game and 1 in the last point in the last game. Oh, no, definitely not. That is overly aggressive. I mean, even if you're playing somebody who's 4 levels above you, you do not need to hit that hard, because that's a shot that you make like 1 in 10. Yet Caden is hitting a shot that he makes 9 out of 10. Don't try the twinner. Okay. Should I hit a regular volley and not try a twin on that one? I don't know. I can't really tell what the score is, but definitely not the time to be trying that. Neil, that is an indication. Oh yeah, you did hit that out. Who's that picking up the ball? Oh, it's Caden's mom. Caden's mom just made a cameo in the video. Okay. Almost. That's tough play. That's a tough one. I did like the approach. You did slow it down a little bit. So, how can you tell if you overswing it? If you get a short ball and your lower body is spinning out of position when you hit the ball, you definitely overswing it. Like that. It's definitely overswinging. Just the arm. Let the arm go fast, and then your shoulders and hips will move as a result. And then when you absolutely need to hit the ball harder, then we'll get the hips involved. But right now, this very match, this very day, you gotta go with what you already have and not try to acquire a new skill in the middle of a match. So I definitely would not be swinging like that unless you can make 8 out of 10 on a ball machine, and you can do that consistently in practice. Then you can use it in a match. If you're not doing it in practice, don't use it in a match. If you normally do it in practice and you make the shots, but you've been playing for over an hour and you've been missing quite a lot, then I'll make an adjustment. Okay. Alright, this is definitely the last game. I wish I could move the camera. It's a little bit off. But this is for training purposes. Oh, that is a score there. Can you zoom in and see what the score is? Zoom in.
Third set, 1-0 me.
Alright, I think Kaden just yelled at the score. Alright, a couple more examples. Let's see. Now, Neil, if you look at your opponent's body language, they definitely appreciated that gift. This must be a crucial game because you just gave away a point, and he appreciated that a lot. And goes back to high percentage. I like that play, Kaden. That is very smart. That is very smart. That looked like he could have made that return 19 out of 20 times. Borderline, little too slow, little too passive, but if your opponent is missing shots, you don't need to do anything more than that. So that was good play. Okay, of 30. Another very high percentage return. Don't do that forehand. That is not your natural shot. Oh my gosh, he missed it. Now, you can play a little bit safe for Neil, but that is not your natural play. Unless you practice it a lot and you become good at it in practice, I would not advise that kind of play. That is absolutely perfect pace. And then now, top spin. Oh, good point. Good volley. Kaden missed an opportunity to hit a winner. Well, not a winner, but hit it away from him. But that's a good point. That's a good point all around. Good direction. Ouch. That far back. Definitely put a little bit air under the ball. Unless your opponent is coming to the net, there is absolutely no need to take that risk and hit the ball that close off over the net, or gone a lot higher over the net if your opponent is that far back. I like that serve. Top spin, bud. And I guess if Kaden keeps missing those short balls, I guess you don't really need to do too much. All right, Kaden, you know what we need to work on. Those short balls, but you gotta accelerate through. Your racket speed is way too slow right now. Like, that's almost like a push. Like, that was definitely a push. You can't do that. There's no way you can be consistent with that. It's that shot. It's very hard to control. You gotta swing through that. Put spin on the ball. Spin is your friend. You definitely gotta have spin. To get spin on the ball, you gotta have enough racketed speed, and you just didn't have enough racketed speed. Good second serve.
Oh, God, thank you, God.
Yeah. I feel your pain, Neil. I feel your pain. But that foot's gotta stay on the ground. Okay. Again, not enough racketed speed. Yeah, that's a push. And you're deviating a little bit away from your strategy that won you so many points. You slowing it down and going close to the lines. You didn't have to go close to the lines. Okay, there you go. That's your strategy. Come back again. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
What? No way. No way. Good job, Caden. That was good hustle. That was beautiful hustle there. Sorry, Neil. You did everything right there. Take your time, dude. Take your time. A little bit risky, just a little. That's going against the grain. Passing shot. Passing shot.
What happened to walking our mat?
I would not have brought him up to the net. The way he's playing right now, he's missing too many shots. So if your opponent is starting to be a little bit erratic, you need to do the exact opposite. Just get the ball in the court. Because I think this is a big game. Whoa! Went for it and he made it. All right. That was a good shot. That was a good shot. Second serve. Oh, don't put yourself in that position. All right, good second serve. Good return. Getting closer to those lines. All right.
Oh my God.
I like that point. Caden, we got to work on that, but because if your opponent becomes just a little bit more consistent, you are in trouble. You cannot wait for your opponent to just make the mistakes. You got to move the ball around. Your racket speed right now is a little too slow. If Neil gets a couple more balls in play, you could be in trouble. Okay, that's a racket speed.
Oh my.
Back to pushing again. What's going on now? 123. Okay, the video is almost about to end. Is that 2 sets? Oh, that must have been. Oh, that's why that last was a crucial game. All right, must have just finished. Okay, so both of you can see what you need to improve, and that's the end of this video. All right, I will see who I will pick next for the next commentary. All right, good job, boys. Good playing, and I promise next time there'll be a better video and better sound because we had a lot of wind. All right, until next time, peace.
I mean,
You see me miss that stupid net? I mean, I know we always, that's our thing, we miss net points.
what? Hey guys, vlogging.